Hi friends, welcome back to the Saffron box. I'm Yamini and I really hope that all of you are doing very well health wise and keeping the spirits high as well, because we know that we are all going through a very unprecedented time. Very, it's a new and unique situation for all of us, this global health crisis. Right, so I just really hope and pray to God Almighty that all this gets healed, all this gets better. We come out of this situation really, really quickly. And while we are doing this, I'm sure all of you are following the precautionary measures, keeping yourself indoors, keeping yourself safe. That is very, very important, and it's a matter of time. It's not that this is going to last forever, so it's always better to be safe than to be sorry later. And during this period of socially distancing ourselves and staying indoors, I'm sure you're making good use of your time, good use of your resources, which is very important. And today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you certain practical tips which I'm myself following, and I've tried to relate these tips to the various to the 9 planets, to the navgrahas. So what we do every day while we are staying indoors, all the constructive activities, the positive things which we can do, and at the same point in time, while doing these, we can propitiate our planets. These are very, very practical remedies for all the planets as well. So I'll begin with Sun. Sun, as we all know, is the king of all planets. It is the natural significator of the soul. It rules over our health, over our immunity, our ability to fight off any disease, any infection. So it is very important that the sun is strengthened up. So if you also have a weak or an afflicted sun in your natal chart, it almost becomes essential for you to take care of your immunity, to take care of your health during this time. So to do this, what am I doing? Chanting of Om is very, very important. Chanting of Om really helps in clearing away the negative vibes around you. It helps you maintain a good positive aura. What I am doing is I chant the Gayatri mantra, and Gayatri mantra also, again, we know, is a very, very powerful mantra. It is recognized the whole worldwide, and it also helps you in warding away all the darkness. It helps you in warding away or removing all the fears or the uncertainty which you have in your mind. So again, a very powerful tool. Also, it helps in propitiating sun in your chart. So these are the two things which I am personally doing every day. And one more thing which you can do every day is do Surya Namaskars. So get up early in the morning and do Surya Namaskars. This is again, you know, Surya Namaskar is a remedy for many, many, many planets. Surya Namaskar can actually take care of a lot of things. It takes care of Sun, it takes care of Mars, and whatnot. But Surya Namaskar takes care of the mental as well as the physical well-being also. So you can do that, add that to your exercise, add that to your fitness regime every day. Then moving on to Moon. Moon is a planet which rules over our heart, our mind, our emotions and feelings. It also rules over the fluids in the body, the water content in our body. So one thing which I would like to share with you is that you need to keep yourself hydrated. Very practical and very important during these times. So when your body is hydrated, we know that your overall health, the fluids in your body need to be in check. So keep yourself, keep drinking a lot of water. Very, very important. It's also a remedy for moon. And one more thing which you can do, which I also do every day, is to meditate. So meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever time your mind, whatever time you can sit still and do so. Right. Then moving on to Mars. When we talk about Mars, we talk about your fighting ability. We talk about your energy, your desire, what kind of courage you have. How do you fight over negativity? How do you fight over your disease, your enemies, opposition? So, strengthening Mars during these times is, I would say, very important. And how do you do it? Make sure that you're physically fit. So, follow a proper fitness routine every day, exercise every day, take care of your muscle strength every day. So, Mars is really important during these times because while we are staying indoors, if we become slack and lazy and do not take care of our health now, we are going to suffer later. So important for you to maintain a good state of health while staying indoors. One more thing which I am doing personally is that I do I take my water in copper glasses only. So include copper. If you have copper lying in your house, you have a copper jug or a glass, please take it out, clean it up and start using copper. Mars rules over copper and it's very important and a very practical remedy to strengthen up your Mars. So moving on to the next planet, which is Mercury. Mercury rules over our speech, our ability to communicate, our reasoning. So, and especially during these times when there is an information overload, everywhere you log in, you switch on your TV, you check your mobile, WhatsApp, Facebook, you'll see people talking and sharing about the crisis at hand. So I feel that one can actually use their reasoning to filter out the unnecessary, take in what is required to be known. Do not get into too much of a negative cycle. It's a negative spiral. Once you start thinking about something, once you start energizing or putting your thoughts in onto one problem, that is what you help grow. So take in whatever has to be taken. Yes, be informed. I'm not saying that you should not keep yourself informed. Be informed, but be reasonable also at the same point in time. And really think twice, think thrice before communicating further, before spreading any piece of information ahead. So be very careful in your communication, what you're talking, what you're sending as messages, what you're sharing on various social media platforms. That's very important. So when you keep yourself positive, when you're being ethical in your communication, when you're not spreading negativity and misinformation, you are doing a remedy for Mercury, right? And it will really help us. Mercury also rules over fevers. So you want to stay away from any infections or any fever kind of a state. I would say this is a very practical remedy. Keep a check on your communication. It really works. Then moving on to the next planet, which is Jupiter. Jupiter is the Gyan Karka. Jupiter is the planet which rules over our wisdom, over our happiness, our ability to be patient, remain calm. How do we act? How mature are we? So again, exercise wisdom. Use your wisdom to filter in information. And since Jupiter is also the Gyanakarka, the planet which is ruling over knowledge, use this time to stay indoors and build up on your knowledge, build up on your expertise. So there are various sources, various online resources which are available, and a lot of them are available for free. So build up on your knowledge, read good books, listen to good stuff, listen to good gurus, listen to good people, people who are spreading positivity. It's very important. You'll be able to uplift your mood, you'll be able to remain happy during these difficult times. And Jupiter also rules over your resources. So all the resources which you have, financial and otherwise, your kitchen, right? So make sure that you spend your resources wisely. Do not waste food, do not waste money, do not hoard. That is very important because whenever you're buying anything extra, you need 1 kg of something, and if you end up buying 10 kgs, you are hoarding those extra 9 kgs and depriving someone else who needs that stuff. So do not get into hoarding of resources. That brings in the negative effects of Jupiter. Take what is necessary from nature, take what is necessary, spend your resources wisely, and if possible, help others. That is very important. And you can do so while you maintain patience. So everything passes by. Good times don't last, and so do bad times. Bad times also don't last. So maintain patience and spend your resources wisely. Build up on knowledge. That is what I'm doing myself when I'm staying indoors, and that is what I would suggest that you could do as well. Then moving on to the other planet, that is Venus. Venus rules over our relationships, our ability to love and be loved, and it rules over all the uh, pleasures, all the luxuries. It talks about your marriage, your wife, the sense to be creative, your artistic talents. So during this time, while you're socially distant, yes, you can maintain your relationships while you're being socially distant. You can be virtually close to your near and dear ones. So talk to those relatives, talk to those friends, build upon those relationships, since a lot of us have a lot of time, time at our hands while we are staying indoors. So maintain your connections, smoothen out any relationship problems during this time, work on it. And it is very, very important that you spend good quality time with your spouse, which I'm sure a lot of you must be doing. And while you are continuously at home all the time, there are very high chances of conflicts, there are very high chances of arguments and losing temper with each other. So it is very crucial that during this time you maintain calmness and deal with your family members, deal with your spouse with lot of love and affection, and that way you can strengthen up your Venus also, and build up and maintain positive relationships also. Now Venus also, as I said, rules over your artistic talent, the beauty around you. So it is also very crucial that you maintain your house as it is. Though during a period of social distancing, we are not visiting anybody, nobody is coming over, we don't have guests over during this period, but it is very important that you keep things in order, keep things as beautiful as they are, as they're supposed to be. So clean up your house, tidy up everything, and take out all those essential oils and fragrances, incenses, which you save sometimes for special occasions. So dig out on all that and keep your house well lit, keep your house well decorated and smelling nice. It really uplifts your mood, and it's a wonderful remedy for Venus when you use good fragrances in the house. So do that. That is something which I do every day. And now moving on to the next planet, which is Saturn. Saturn is a planet which deals with your longevity. It deals with death, it deals with diseases, it deals with fear, sadness. There's a lot of negativity which people usually attach to Saturn, but there are the positives as well. Saturn rules over hard work, it rules over your discipline. So it is very important that while you're staying indoors, you maintain self discipline. So staying indoors, not being able to go to office, not being able to go out, does not mean that you wake up late and you do not do things on time. Saturn rules over time, so value your time, use it judiciously. Be disciplined about your daily routine and the daily routine of your family. That is very important. If you're doing that, you are really keeping your Saturn happy, right? Also Saturn rules over the lower class, the needy people. So and when you help or when you feed needy people, when you take care of their needs, you are pleasing Saturn. So how do you do that? Now we all know that we are staying indoors, and going outside is tough for everybody. Not everybody can go out except for the essential services people. So how do you do that? You can actually donate. You can donate for the needy, you can donate for the underprivileged. When you take out at least, food for, money for one day's food for a poor person, I think you're really taking care of your Saturn. That's very, very important during these times. So be magnanimous with your resources, be magnanimous, do not hoard up, because again, like the remedy with Jupiter, if you hoard up, you are actually depriving someone down below, someone who's really in need of whatever you're hoarding up, of that particular resource. So be very, very judicious and try to help as much as you can. One remedy for Saturn is that you spend time in meditation and introspection as well. So that is also something which you can do so while staying indoors. So the next planet which I'm going to be talking about is Rahu. Rahu is again a very important planet in the current situation. It rules over epidemics, it rules over viruses, over poisons, dirty places, and all things foreign, foreign places, foreign connections, foreign lands. So during this time, it is very important that we take care of, we ensure that we get the positives of Rahu and not the negatives. Very, very important during these times. So maintain good personal hygiene, maintain good, domestic hygiene. And Rahu is currently in the sign of Gemini in transit. So Gemini rules over the respiratory tract, the upper respiratory tract, the throat. And Rahu, since it rules over viruses, it rules over poisons, you can make out the connection here. It's not a very good combination. It gives rise to any diseases during this, in this part of the body. So it is very important that we follow medical advice. We do not self-medicate, and take care of our respiratory hygiene, as is being told time and again by the authorities, by the medical people, that you need to take care of your respiratory hygiene. So a very, very important remedy for Rahu during this time. Make sure that you clean up the house, clean up your washrooms, clean up your area around you properly. Do it with your own hands. So when you do that, you're warding away the malefic effects of Rahu. Then moving on to the next planet, Ketu. Ketu is again a malefic, and Ketu also almost has the same effects as Rahu. Ketu also deals with unknown things, things which are mysterious, things which are unknown, which are intriguing, which where they come out from, nobody knows, and there's always a mystery hanging, mystery surrounding the origin. So for Ketu, it's very important that we take care of our deeds. We ask for forgiveness from nature. We take care of whatever we are doing. We introspect, and we make sure that we do not commit whatever mistakes we have been doing in the past. So very important remedy for Ketu. Time to self introspect, time to meditate, time to look inwards. So stay indoors and look inwards. That's a wonderful remedy for Ketu. So that was all about the 9 planets and the remedies which I have associated with these planets. So I'll see you very soon in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay indoors, and stay happy.